I was a writer. I wrote books. I still write, but nobody knows. Nobody can see me now. Something strange has happened to me, and I will tell you about it. In January, I wanted to write a very long book, so I left my home and found a little room. This is a good room for a writer, I thought. I'll write my book here. It was a small room, but I liked it. It was quiet. I began to work on my book, and I was happy. Then, strange things began to happen. One day, as I sat at my desk with pen in my hand, I suddenly thought, I want a coffee, but I haven't got any. I'll have to go to the shop. I put my pen on the table and went out. When I returned, I looked for the pen. It wasn't on the table. I searched the floor, my chair, and then the table again. It was gone. I don't understand it. I thought, that night, another strange thing happened. As I lay in bed in the silent room, I suddenly opened my eyes. What was that? I wondered. Then I heard a voice, a man's voice. Who's there? I cried. There was no answer. No one was in the room. I couldn't understand it, and I was afraid. What can I do? I thought, what was that? After that, strange things happened every day. But I had to finish my book, so I stayed. The room was very small, containing only a bed, a table, and a chair. On the wall, there was an old mirror which I liked. Then one day, I looked into the mirror, and I saw him. The other man. It wasn't me. This man had a beard, but I did not. I shut my eyes and looked again. This time, I saw only my own face. That didn't happen, I thought. I was wrong. There wasn't another man. That day, I went for a walk and didn't work on my book. I didn't want to stay in the room. I didn't want to see or hear strange things. But at night, I returned. The room was silent. I looked into the mirror and saw my face. But I wasn't happy. I went to bed, but I couldn't sleep. I'll leave here tomorrow, I thought. And after that, I slept. But then, another strange thing happened. The other man stood by my bed and spoke to me. You will never leave here, he said. You will stay with me. I opened my eyes, shivering with fear. I'll leave now, I thought. I can't stay here for one more minute. Quickly, I packed my things. I want to go immediately, but I couldn't shake the feeling of fear. Fear of what? I didn't know. As I finished packing, I thought, I'll leave the room now. I looked around, then into the mirror. A sudden chill ran through me. The other man was gone, but something was wrong. I couldn't see my own reflection. There was no face. Why not? I tried to shout, but no sound came. I had no voice. Then I saw him, the other man, the man with the beard. But he wasn't in the mirror. He was sitting at my table, holding my pen. He was writing my book. I was furious. I tried to speak, but I couldn't. I had no voice. The other man didn't acknowledge me. He simply smiled and continued writing. Suddenly, I heard a knock at the door. A familiar voice called, Are you there? I want to see you. Relief flooded me. My friend will help me. I thought, but I couldn't move. The other man went to the door and opened it. Come in, he said. Come and see my room. I'm writing my book. My friend stepped inside, but he didn't see me. He smiled at the other man and said, Oh, you have a beard now. Again and again I tried to speak, but I couldn't. My friend couldn't see me. He couldn't hear me. He only saw the other man. That is my story. The other man has my room. He has my face and my voice. He will finish my book, too. But he doesn't know one thing. I can still write. I can still tell my story. And I am telling it to you.